All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to some Overwatch action here this evening. I'm the infamous JV Band JV, back in the mic with my main man, Iron Giant in beautiful Storm Lake, Iowa, and we have some MVEC Week 2 action coming up. Your BVU Beavers are going up against the Illinois College this afternoon, and we have a full day of Overwatch. Iron Giant, take it away. What are we going to be seeing here first?
Well, let's say we have to wait a little bit to see what other teams are picking for their comps here. Let's say this is start of the season, so new strategies could be used. This is before a major update for Overwatch itself, so I'm kind of excited to see. We have a bit left before the massive Overwatch itself here. I'm excited to see this. We just played Illinois College and Smash Bros this week, and now we get to see them again for Overwatch. So I'm excited. Looks like we got Illinois College running a Junker Queen with a May, a Cassidy, Kiriko, and a Mercy. And then our Beavers are running a Orisa, a Bastion, a Genji, a Baptiste, and a Lu.
Yeah, and these rosters, again, currently your Beavers right now 1-0 MVEC standings. They won last week. And Illinois College starting things off with a loss. They're 0-1. We'll see what these two teams have in store for us as we begin. We're going to get our first team fight here of the evening. Some ice balls going up. DeRaptor, again, we'll go over rosters here in a little bit, but DeRaptor's trying to put in work. We know that they love to do that. And speaking of which, that's a big triple 4-5. Oh my goodness, everybody gone for Illinois College to start things off. And Weeba Hippo, Guest 7, DeRaptor. I mean, just a plethora of names. They're going to get in. That's already a big team wipe here early on.
Great work from BBU over here, just not letting Illinois get through that choke point and just shredding them. Genji don't go in and dashing in with the support of both supports and the just range pressure that Orisa holds and Bastion holds. Great work from BBU right there. And it looks like they're just poking now. Good choke as Illinois different choke than me.
Yeah, they tried it last time. Didn't work when they're all grouped up, so not surprised to see them going again. But here we go. Frey falls to the Raptor. Big damage. And Cordal is going to go down as well. They're on the point. That is the Raptor a second time. They've already been getting a lot of value here on our first round. And Run. Nobody can escape. Their name is Run, but ironically enough, they can't escape the Raptor. And they're going to go down as well. Junker Queen unable to get anything to go.
BVU doing a 2-3 split. They have Bastion, they have Orisa, and they had backslap with Baptiste on main point, dealing with that Queen, dealing with that Kiriko, and then Weibo and Prologue GM got in their back lines, cleaned up, caused a pinch there. Great work from Beavers.
Yeah, attacking from two fronts is what the Beavers were doing on that last team fight. Speaking of which, Weeba Hippo's going to try to come in from behind. See if he can snag somebody. Molly goes down. Frey goes down as well. Guest 7 DeRaptor getting credited. But Weeba Hippo has been putting in a lot of damage. Guest 7 another kill with the Bastion. And there is Bunny. Again, Mercy going to fall. And Run trying to run off the map. Still couldn't get it to go. They're going to die. Give even more ult charge to the Beavers. An 82% 3-team fight. And the Beavers right now, they are cooking. They have 3 ults. And just all over Illinois College and the Blue Boys to start.
Say this is going to be last fight territory here for Illinois. Beavers have one last defense and they can win. They have 3 ults using the window.
And speaking of which, there's one from DeRaptor. Orisa with the ult throws a spear. Weeba Hippo, that's 3 kills. And yep, so much time was left for that team fight and unable to get it done. Illinois College 100% to 9. Your Beaver Gold team take round 1 of our first game in convincing fashion.
No mercy there for Illinois College. 0 deaths on the Beaver side as they just won
0 deaths.
Team 5 to team 5. It's insane. They say, yeah, say 3 deaths, 4 fights. Just run. I mean, they had no chance. Those folks, the 2-3 split. Evo in the back line with Prologue GM getting that speed. Oh, causing mission. They focus on the front line. Got the 3 guests, Raptor, and Backslap.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and get those rosters as we get started here with round 2 for the Illinois College Blue Boys. We're going to have Molly, Cordal, Run. I'm going to go with Run. If it's Rune, so be it, but I'm going to go with Run this afternoon. Frey and Bunny. And then, of course, for your gold team, we have DeRaptor currently on screen going crazy. But Weeba Hippo, Guess 7, Backslap, and the wonderful Prologue GM.
Yeah, great work from both DPS here, putting on the pressure. Raptors taking that space from the Reinhardt.
Molly gets a double kill to begin things off. I don't think they liked going down 100% to 9. And so Illinois College trying to take over the point, and they do their first point take here of the evening.
They are switching it up with Run, going more of the Reinhardt, seeing if they can just get that frontline pressure and that just bulkiness that Reinhardt provides rather than the... And it's working for them now. Molly getting the picks that they needed on Weetaboo. So now they just gotta figure out how to deal with this new comp that is running.
Yeah, running a new comp can always cause some difficulties for any team out there. And the Beavers right now, your gold team seems to be struggling a little bit right now. As we're going to go, Prologue takes down Frey. So a 4-on-5 man advantage. A little something there. No Bridget. That's her name, right? Just making sure. Guess 7 backslap. Guess 7 again. He's really been all over here in game 1. That's back-to-back kills for Guess 7. DeRaptor finishing the rest of them off. And gold team reclaims after a really big team fight down there in the corner.
I say gain that Brigida out of there fast, quick, making it a 4v5.
Brigida, sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, you were close. And that was only the really resistance they have against the Genji with that dive. Brigida with that whip shot really messed up Weebu's dives and target priority, but getting them out early, just let them finish the game plan that they have been doing from round 1.
Another big result from DeRaptor. Doesn't hit anybody, but forces them into some bad positioning. The Reinhardt run gets taken down, and they were taking a lot of damage. I didn't know if they were going to fall, and they do. Backslap at 2. Guess 7 with the other 2. Cordal, I don't think they wanted any smoke of 1-on-5, and they're going to have to tactically retreat. That's another big win. How did they win that big team fight there, Iron Giant?
I say, positioning was just on the Beaver side better. Cordal tried to TP out of there, just getting focused down. They called the target. Cordal was vulnerable in that couple seconds of TP, getting marked down there. So great work for the BVU targeting. And that's how they kind of clean it up. They got the Cordal, they got the ults. The Orisa ult was crucial in that fight. So good work for BVU.
And they'll have to defend this at least another time or two. Guess 7 run. Trading kills the Brigida. Got the name right. Frey with a big kill. Bunny getting in there. DeRaptor as well. We're going to get a lot of trades, but overall, the Blue Boys in Illinois College seem to take over the point. Weeba Hippo didn't want to use the ult there. I don't think it would have gotten the value necessary for being an ult, so Weeba Hippo just deciding not to use it that time.
Good patience from Weebo there, and yeah, just trying to stall points as much as you can, get that percentage up there for 86 to 49, reaching that 50% for Illinois College. Looks like Beavers have 2 ults here, while Illinois College also has 2 ults, so kind of an even fight. And there goes an early pick.
Yeah, that's huge from DeRaptor. They're getting inside. They already got 1. Now they get 2. Bunny falls. Oh, and the spear almost pushed them off stage. Doesn't matter. They still get the kill. Weeba Hippo backslap, helping and assisting with that one. Run falls, and that is all started by the Orisa. That is all started by none other than the DeRaptor, which pushes this lead to 95%. I don't know if we'll have to even get a whole nother team fight.
So yeah, it looks like there goes the Orisa ult again. They are trying to stuff it early, not letting them touch at all. And it's kind of working. There goes the Death Blossom from Illinois College.
Yeah, they tried it. They got 2 kills. So definitely useful. Run and Molly both getting kills as well. They're going to push this to overtime as they reclaim the lead. Or excuse me, not the lead, the point. Excuse me.
So yeah, it looks like Beavers are just trying to go for risky stuff there. Just trying not to have Illinois College touch at all, which they almost had it, but that Death Blossom for Cordal there really flipped the sides and the momentum. So now you have to retake it. But this is last fight territory for both teams here, reaching high percentage.
Yeah, throwing out the Baptiste window to begin this one. No kills coming from it. DeRaptor, big spear, takes down Cordal. And that could be huge as Prologue takes down the Brigida, takes down Frey. 2 people down trying to use... Oh my, is that a Bastional? I don't know if anybody's going to be able to get through all of these ults that the Beavers saved for this final fight. And they're going to take game 1 2-0 here in this MVEC contest against Illinois College, and that final fight is how you get it done.
Good stuff from BVU as I guess 7-game play of the game. But that last fight, all of BVU gold, stuffing Illinois College in that corner for that Bastion ult to get its most effectiveness with that artillery raining down on them.
And your play of the game brought to you by the Guest 7. And that was going to be at the beginning of round 1 of game 1, where they just put them in the chokehold in that room, that hallway, whatever you guys want to call it. Took out the whole team. So again, 1-0 for your Beavers after winning 2-0 in the first game, but we still got a long ways to go. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. We're going to have more MVEC Overwatch action coming your way shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It is game 2 here on Kings Row as we get ready for our hybrid match. And our Beaver Gold team is going to start on the defensive side of things, I think to believe. And while Illinois College and the Blue Boys, they'll be starting offensively. And when we say hybrid map, Iron Giant, what exactly do we mean by that?
Hybrid map involves point control and payload. So what they got to do is the attacking side, which I believe will be Illinois College first, will have to go and take the point first in this little junction of the map. And then they have to carry the payload all the way to 2 more points. And then that's how they get the 3 points for this map. And then defense has to defend, not let them do it within the allotted time. And then they swap sides, and whoever gets the most points wins the map. And if they get equal amount of points, then it goes into overtime.
Yeah, look, at the end of we'll make sure to explain to anybody who does not know as we're going. But remember, where everybody currently is for BVU, that's where the first point is for Illinois College, and they'll have to take that over and then start pushing the payload.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this one. It was a good first match with BVU putting a strong performance up, and let's see if they can continue this momentum into map 2.
All right, and we'll begin in an interesting comp. I feel like we see Widowmaker on these types of maps all the time, and Molly is opting to hit some really big sniper shots. What are you looking for from Illinois College's comp here?
Yeah, great work. They're using the mobility. They have Diva right there trying to use that mobility, using the flying they can on this very high ground is part of the map. That's what Kings Row first point is mostly known for. And so they got that. They have the Sim TP from it's high mobility on Illinois College here. And it looks like BVU here is just trying to anchor point with Azaria. And Guest 7 was trying to find some answer to the Juno, but couldn't find much.
Yeah, the Raptors already been put in some work, but Molly throws in the snipes. We knew that's what Widowmaker loves to do. And now, Run still getting healed. They end up getting out of the mech, and the Raptor survives. How do they keep surviving like this? I have no idea. But they get another kill. There's Frey. They're going to fall as well. And the Raptor somehow escapes all harm and does not go down in that team fight.
Yeah, it's the classic Zarya bubbles. You think they're low point, they're about to die, and then they pop a Zarya bubble, and you can't shoot them for a couple seconds, and the support's healing back up. It's just sad news for Illinois College there. Very well, first plan there. Oh, there goes down to Raptor. That might be it for BVU here. That's going to be very hard to defend down their tank.
Yeah, with no tank, who is going to be able to essentially tank all that damage? And Guest 7's character, I think this is the first time we've been able to see this on stream, because I don't think they were here last semester by the time this season got done.
Yeah, I knew they came out just at the end of the semester, but they were banned for 2 weeks, so they never really got to see playtime. But yes, Vendetta is the newest Overwatch hero on the roster. More kind of like a backline brawler type. If you know,
did they just throw and catch the sword?
Yeah.
Is that their movement?
That's their movement ability. Their E abilities, they can move it, and then the shift is they can spin around. That's how the movement, they kind of need to get in, do some slashes, and get out. That's kind of the whole plan with that giant sword of theirs. And they got some good blocks, some good survivability, but they can't stay in there too long.
And Guest 7 battling in with the tank as Illinois College takes over that point we talked about earlier. And now they have already begun to push the payload. You can see the payload, the big old thing right there in front of you. I'd say there's wheels on it, but it's like hovering. Yeah. So close enough. Thought maybe we were going to see some sort of gravity coming out from the Raptor. And we're at a bit of a stalemate. No ults. Oh, there we go. There we go, Iron Giant. We're going to see the ults come out.
Trying to find an answer with that grab, but not finding much, as that did, I believe, pull all 4 surviving members of Illinois College, but they just lived through it. Suzu got him through it, and the Diva just tanking it all.
And it was a really interesting grab because they pulled everybody together, but they didn't have another ult, or they didn't have any big damaging moves, and kind of just pulled them together. It didn't really do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I feel like the grab was just a tad too late, kind of pulling them, blocking the vision. They were pulling him in a corner, so the vision from the other teammates couldn't see him all clearly, and the Sojourn and a Raptor went down when the grab went up. So yeah, there wasn't much value after fact.
We have 3 minutes remaining here in this one, barring an objective take. 2 ults being launched from Illinois College. Luckily, Guess 7 gets in there, helps take down Molly, as Viva Hippo is going to be credited for it. And pushing back the Blue Boys or your Beavers as we get another couple of shifts. The Raptor gets a kill, again, to further push them all the way back to where they got the payload in the first place.
So yeah, great angle control there from Weeaboo. All 4 BVU members kind of pushing the main lane as We Are Hippo went up on that high ground, cleared it out, and got more sign of light pressure right there. But great work from Guess 7 and the Raptor. They're kind of countering that the Diva Matrix. Run having a hard time blocking much of the sword and beam damage that can't be blocked. And then Guess 7 just challenging Molly, making him switch on the cast.
I was about to say, that could be potentially really big coming on the stretch. No more Widowmaker throwing them on the Cassidy, as you said. So they still can shoot from long range, but it's nowhere near the same power level as we just saw just a little bit a while ago.
Say no one-shot potential from the Widowmaker. So it's a little less stress they have to be put on the BVU side. Now they just have to worry about maybe getting in too close against that Cassidy.
And Guess 7 gets in there with 2 big kills. Oh, and there's a third one, Curdle and Rune. All of a sudden, everybody going down, and I don't even think that was an ult from Guess 7, but they just got in there and did all of the finishing blows that they needed to. That was a big play from Guess 7, but did they come in from behind, or they just go straight in? Did you catch that?
They kind of just went straight in. I mean, they went into the back line, but they kind of just went straight in, no behind pressure there. And then they kind of peeled back for their own back line. Great work from Guess 7, protecting those supports, kind of taking care of that teleport mechanic that Illinois is trying to use. And here goes a giant slash from Guess 7.
Yeah, I think we finally know the Vendetta ultimate move, as we just saw it there. Oh my goodness. 3 from just the ult. Guess 7 had 4 total in that team fight. And if you remember, they came through the teleporter to Raptor, launches their ult with the grab, gets hit by the ginormous Guess 7 slash, and that is it. Run took their ult as well. They took it out and didn't get any value. That's a huge swap for the Beavers.
Yeah, good stuff from Beavers here. Yeah, using that new ult combo, the Vendetta slash with the grab. It's great work, and now they just have to survive one last fight here as ults getting used heavily.
Yeah, 15 seconds remaining. The payload has not about halfway to the first objective, so they didn't quite get it as far as they could have, especially with the momentum they had earlier. But the Beavers and the ult economy, they just were able to flip everything on its side, and this defense just too stifling coming down the end of round 1, and that's going to be it. The Illinois College is going to score 1 point for taking the point in order to start the payload push, and now the Beavers, all they got to do is actually push it just further than Illinois College.
So yeah, great defense from the Beavers. Great work from Illinois College, though, taking that first point, getting that Raptor kill early, capturing it. But the Diva wasn't doing much. I feel like getting countered by the Vendetta and the Zarya can't really tank that much damage when DM Matrix just doesn't block it. So great work. It's a Raptor surviving, Guess 7 peeling for the back line, Hippo just putting in that Soljin damage that Soljin does, and yeah, backslapping Prologue GM surviving, which is key for supports. Just living for your team. If you're alive, you can make them alive.
And speaking of which, right now the comments are going crazy. Olivia and Chunkles in the chat, going crazy. The Raptor doing the Raptor things. Big W defensively. Big shout out to the Ryan Chunkles Golding. My go. Yeah, you're getting doxxed. It's all right. But anyway, here we go. We're getting ready for round 2, and the Beavers, they'll be able to start their offensive push. All they got to do is make it past where the Blue Boys were, and if they cannot do so, it'll be a 1-1 game instead. Here after 2, it'll all depend on whether or not they can get through that big choke, the chokehold. We know that is one of the biggest spots on the map.
Let's see, Wheel Hippo trying to do the Widowmaker thing on King's Row, missing the first shot and choosing just it ain't worth it to stay up there, and maybe trying to find a second one on a new position.
Yeah, throwing a little grappling hook, trying to get a new angle to hopefully get some kills to Raptor. And Run is actually going to go down. They swept back to Junker Queen, but they go down immediately. And this could be huge for BB. Cordal goes down. Molly goes down. Weeva Hippo had a big snipe. And then Bunny all by themselves. Just, yeah, not enough. And one last final one. Frey was there, and they get taken down in the Deado. Pro GM gets their first kill here in round 2.
Good stuff. Yeah, Guess 7 just pressing W there, putting that pressure with the Zarya bubbles on him with that giant sword, pushing back, making space. Good work there. I say Frey trying to escape, hugging that wall, maybe trying to find a TP there. Could not find one and just, yeah, got killed by Prologue.
And an interesting swap. We actually see the swap quite a bit. Iron Giant Cordal switching to the Mei or the Mai. I'm not quite sure. The Mei. Okay. Yep. And that is why multiple ice walls are going to come out in that chokehold because why else, Iron Giant? They got to go through there.
Yeah. I say Mei and switching to Mei and Roadhog trying to single out targets with that Mei wall and just capitalizing off of it with the Roadhog hook, trying to end them fast before any support can help them. Yeah, they're putting all their buckets in this, and maybe that'll be their answer.
Back on Widowmaker is Molly, but that's a big sword they have to go through, and they can't get it done. Def 7 does fall. Cordal gets revenge for a backslap on Bunny. That's another one. And this is big. Oh my goodness, big grab coming up, and they're just gonna melee. Not even worried about shooting them. The Raptor and backslap getting in there. Run and Cordal, along with Frey, all going down. That's a big ult. And we didn't even like pair alts that time. Just throw down the ult.
Yeah.
Some physicality out of the way. And that is going to be all she wrote here for game 2. BVU takes it after pushing it further than Illinois College.
Yeah, in response, they saw the Mei, they saw the Hog. Weaver Hipple's like, I'm not gonna do Widow things with this comp. I'm switching the Genji. He knows the Genji, and with Guess 7's Vendetta, they just terrorized the backline as Zarya supported him with bubbles, and Prologue and Backslap just, kept them alive. Great work.
And Guess 7 on play of the game, back-to-back games, and we already knew this is where it was coming from. Not even using an ult, but getting 2 kills there, almost a third. Guess 7. Big damage output in game 2, and that's going to give your Beavers a 2-0 lead after 2. Remember, this is best of 5. So the Beavers only going to need one more as we walk into game 3, hoping for a good, clean victory coming out from them. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. Even more Overwatch action coming your way here shortly. We'll be back soon enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming back. It is match point between these two teams for MVEC Week 2. BVU has taken the first 2 games in pretty dominating fashion. And on Route 66, no, we're not talking about legendary trilogy cars. This is sort of actual Route 66. That's where we're at here for the push map.
Yes,
Yep.
push. Payload.
Payload. Is there no? Because push is Boppy pushing.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right. This is payload. Thank you for being patient with me, ladies and gentlemen who are watching right now. As we get ready to go, Illinois College and the Blue Boys, they're going to be trying to push the payload to begin round 1 with the Beavers. Going to have to do it in retaliation afterward. And this is an interesting comp that we got from the Blue Boys right now. They're going Tracer and Sigma.
Right. Yeah, I say the Tracer's trying to put some pressure in the back line, probably maybe finish up those poke kills. That's what Tracer's kind of good at, following up those kills. But yeah, both teams going for more of a pokey style comp, except that Guest 7's going the Venture instead of, and maybe using that kind of same role, finishing up the kills, causing the disturbance in the back line, while Molly's going that Tracer, which is the same thing, going in the back line, trying to finish up those kills that the heavy poke damage from the Freya and the Sigma will produce.
All right, and let's get into it, DeRaptor. On the Sigma, they're having a Sigma battle there, right on the payload, and Run and DeRaptor. They're gonna have a fun time. Trying to run around is Molly. They're taking a lot of shots from Weeba Hippo. They managed to escape, but I feel that's what we're gonna be seeing a lot from this match. Molly just trying to run behind a lot of people, especially the backline, looking for maybe some chip damage or some cheeky kills.
Yep, and there goes the cheeky kill from what I like to call Meatball from Sojourn there. It's kind of the energy ball that she can produce that does damage and slows opponents.
And I just want to point out, Guest 7 dominating, right? They're trying to shoot right at him. So what does he do? Goes underground, takes him, and then Molly trying to run away. Even got like a mini health pack. Doesn't matter. Venture got some range. You know, Venture's got more range than you give him credit for.
And they have that underground ability. They have that burrow. They have the kind of drill dash that they kind of use that looks like supporting the Raptor in the front line, while say the back line, Prologue, Bat Slap, and Weeble Hippo kind of just supporting their own, making sure not to die from Molly, and it's great work from both teams.
Frey and the Brigida. Oh my, I'm trying to say that right. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They get caught, stuck in a corner, go down to the Raptor. That's going to be a lot of that health from Illinois College going down now.
It looks like Weeble Hippo trying to 1v1 the Freya here, trying to find an answer with a beam, but not finding much.
Oh, and Frey and Freya, 2 different things. Cordal is playing Freya, but just normal Frey on the Brigida. Yeah, they're trying to tongue twister, trying to mess us up here on stream this evening. The Raptor still just holding shields on the payload. That's what you got to do in order to keep them away. Freya again, just overextending a little bit too far. And this could be nasty. This could be very nasty.
Looking for a grab. Using all that duration and finds the Freya for the kill. And the Sig Rock.
Yeah, that's tough. They walked into it right at the end. The slam down with the gravity. Guest 7's going to get 2 kills. All in part and thanks to the Raptor and the ult going in and stopping them. We have under 90 seconds remaining here in this game, barring an objective completion and full legal name, Roll Beeves. That's what they're currently doing.
Yeah. They say Molly switching to that Cassidy again, not finding much luck on the Tracer, so sacrificing the ult charge, but it looks like there goes the Kasuni ult from Illinois College. And there goes the Flux.
Yeah, they're trying to just get a kill and get some positioning, because remember, as soon as they get the objective, they'll get more time.
And there goes the flip ults. Now BVU using their own ults to try to take back that space they lost.
And this could be big to Raptor. Prologue GM. Weeba Hippo getting in with 4 and then just run by themselves. Holding shield, but yeah, this is not going to end well for them. Unfortunately, they're just running away, trying their best. They get taken down. Weeba Hippo takes down Run. Under 40 seconds remaining, and I think we're only going to need one more good team fight if the Beavers want to take this one home.
And say Beavers have 3 ults here. That was a great kite from the Beavers. They saw the Illinois College use those ults. They wanted to back up. They let them take the space, but then they went straight back in with only 1 ult to take it back. And now they have 3 others. and this Illinois College using the only ult left.
This could be bad when you speak of alts. 1 for 3, and not what you want to see. Uh-oh, run, switching the hazard at the last second. Maybe they could get something, and this could be bad. Throwing the grab down there in the mine shaft.
Say, Duraptor trying to find something, but not much, as the Mercy's just pocketing Molly.
Hey, it could have been cool. All I'm saying, we're back in overtime. Somebody has to touch. That's a big kill. Weeba Hippo backslap, both getting it. Frey goes down. And Bunny, that should be it. I don't know if anyone else can touch.
They say that Hazard touching
Oh, they
run,
can! Oh!
but not finding much as he's going against a 1v5. And Guest 7 finishing it up with the Venture ult.
Yeah, and that's going to be it for round 1. And the Beavers prevent Illinois College and the Blue Boys from making it to the first objective. So no points, coming out just 50.82 meters as the distance for Illinois College. And this could potentially be the last round of the evening.
What a full hold from Beavers here. Only pushing it just around the corner, as you can see right now, before the map resets. But yeah, great use of space control. They kited back. They got to their own doors. I thought it was kind of a losing fight for the Beavers. I thought, Illinois College got this one. But no, they just waited until the ults were done, waited until the Kasuni Rush was done. They came in with back slaps, Juno, Orbit. And yeah, they steamrolled them back, took the space they needed, and held it for the rest of the time.
And that, oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, this is the greatest thing ever. I did not plan this. As the BVU gold team only needs a 51 meters to get it done. There is a Winston coming out from the Raptor. And as everyone who has seen a stream with me knows, Winston, by far the best character in Overwatch, in my opinion, because he's awesome.
Let's hope this stays. Let's hope it's not just a funny little pick to sit.
He's got a Raptor. I believe in you. This is it.
Let's hope it is a common Winston map. I mean, Winston has been very common right now because Diva's kind of been outshining, but this Route 66 is a pretty good Winston map. They have the high ground, and it looks like Raptor is rolling out on the Winston. Let's go in for a zoom.
This could be the greatest thing that's probably ever happened. Big shout out to the Raptor for trying to clutch out MVEC Week 2 with the Winston. We'll see how they get it done.
But I say, yeah, we were Hippo back on the Genji. Guest 7 still in that Venture, and support lineup still in the same support lineup there on the back line. But yeah, there goes Hippo on the Genji, just doing what he does, cleaning up the back line.
Yeah, already taking him out. And there's the Raptor. Come on. Down, and he's got him. Takes down Frey. Guest 7 takes down Molly. And a big team fight could just seal it for the Beavers if they push it far enough. They have 4 people on the payload. That could be all she wrote. Big shout out to the Winston. Backslap had the final kill of the evening if nobody can touch. And not gonna happen. BVU is going to take week 2 and a big game against Illinois College. That's going to be all she wrote. I mean, yeah, we'll just look at the deaths. 5 total deaths not even 4 total deaths for the Beavers in game 3. Play the game.
Hippo.
Yeah, let's see how they got it done.
It's that nice OC they had. They say nice hits.
Yeah, just a couple of snipes. Yeah. Oh my, that's tough. Big shout out, Weeba Hippo. Big win for the Beavers. That's going to be 2-0 on the season for MVEC. And that's going to be all we got tonight. A little recap. Beavers just kind of rolled. Full legal name said it best in chat. I mean, offensively, defensively, with the alts, everything going in the way of the Beavers. And that's going to be it from us tonight. We'll see you guys later tonight for Rainbow Six Siege action at 9 p.m. I will be back doing that one again because I know everybody definitely wants to listen to me. But we'll be back with Rainbow Six Siege action coming your way tonight. This is the infamous JV Man JV with my main man, Iron Giant. We'll see you guys next time. Good night.